right?
Yeah, the twins.
Yeah.
Those guys are hella funny. But like now, it's just like they put out so much shit that I can't keep up with it.
That and like, it's like the same shit.
Yeah,
It's like them talking about.
it's
the
like
same
you can't really like expand past what they've already covered.
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
all the questions are usually around the same fucking topics.
Just them making games and busting nuts.
There was a funny one where
Mushroom tips.
there was a funny one where he goes, "Look at the light shine down on Lord Gaines."
Look at the light shine. Look at the light shine down from Lord
we were at 24 one time, and then one of the he was like, "Joe, you trying to do bench press?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do bench press." And we get to the thing, and then if there's one bench press with the light shining through, and then Brian goes, "Check this out, watch the light shine down on Lord Gaines."
That's the one for Lord Gaines.
I was like, "You make that up?" And he goes, "No, you don't watch Hot Twins?" Oh, all right.
No, it just happened that the light was shining down on that one bench.
Yeah. And there's like
no one was there.
four benches.
It's like everything is hella dark, and there's just this one fucking light.
Basically.
I think no one was there because the light was shining down and it was hella hot. But hey, man, you can't deny.
These are the
rays
ones that
from
said like sugar walls, right?
Yeah.
Sugar walls.
My favorite thing that one of the favorite things they said was he's like, when you in love, sometimes you're blind.
All right, let's start the podcast.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the invite.
What up?
Invite.
The invite. It's me, John, here today,
It's your boy Schmobes.
It's bright.
Oh god.
and we got
Oh, jeez.
we got a special guest, and
Joe Cruz?
we got Joe Cruz.
What up?
What up? What up? And we're here.
Hey, yo, what up? What up?
What up? What up? Brian always liked to make fun of the intros, bro, but he never want to do the intro.
I know. I call next on the intro.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Always
You know,
vulgar. This
that
I can't
shit.
put this shit is like NF. Was it?
NFS,
NSFF.
Yeah, NFS and FNF.
NFSW.
F and F-erin.
You
Yeah.
heard?
You heard?
Dude, we need this shit to be SFW. People
Yeah.
need to be able to watch, listen to this shit at work.
SFW.
Well, I mean, people who listen to stuff like this at work aren't usually, they don't have it out loud on speakers.
We want it. We want it like, yo, turn that shit on. They got a new episode out.
Yeah, I be counting money at work, playing podcast, like, fuck you, and I'm just like,
Really?
like looking around like,
Oh, this is like towards the end of the day, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you got people listening to us at the end of work?
Yeah, no, I had a couple of my employees listen to it during the overnight.
Damn.
His employees.
Yeah, my employees.
Him peoples.
Damn.
Yeah,
Getting up there, huh?
Yeah, you know, I'm out here
Getting up there.
doing things where it matters.
So, we got Joe in the podcast today.
What up? Thanks for
Um,
having me.
Joe does visual effects videos.
He does every fucking
He does
thing.
every fucking thing.
For Bruno Mars.
What do you not do?
Yeah, what do you not do?
Well, I mean, now I'm focused on just video and like special effects, but
So what do you do like in all? Like what's your main, you just the special effects or?
well, I've always liked making videos, but I mean, I've made videos for a long time and it never really went anywhere until I started adding like special effects to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now people are starting to really like notice what I'm doing.
The first time I actually met you was funny because it was your going away party to the Marines.
Was that?
That was the first time I ever met
Oh,
you,
the
and I
hell?
was like,
Oh no, I think I do remember. I remember you were also talking about like joining at one point.
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh, okay.
yeah, and then we were going. I was because we were friends with his brother first, his older brother Josh, and
You know, Josh always pops up on my Facebook.
Josh Cruz.
Yeah.
Do you not add him?
Like, no. Well, as people, like, you may know,
Oh,
like, apparently we have, like, a shit ton of friends to, like, that we have mutually.
Yeah, it's us.
No, I mean, it's you guys and, like, and then some. Like,
Oh.
I have, like over, like, 40 people that share the same friends
Oh, that
as
just
me.
means you gotta add them.
I was like, what?
You ever, wait,
I was like, I've never met this man in my life.
To piggyback on that, have you ever like seen that and you were like, you have 60 mutual friends with this person, and you're like, how the fuck do I not know you, but you know everybody else around me?
That's what I'll say, dude. Yeah, I'd be looking at like my close friends, and it's like, all right, like 100 people. Like, fuck, dude, we've known 100 people mutually. Like, that's crazy.
That's how it is with me and Brian.
Yeah. Well, you guys are fucking popular. My bad. I'm gonna take.
Yeah. Just me and Brian, like me and him together.
Yeah.
It's crazy what social media will tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
never know
okay.
that without that.
Yeah, but the first time I met you was your going away party for the Marines, and then your brother invited us, and he said, dude, come, my brother's about to go to the Marines. I was like, you have a brother? And he's about to go to the Marines? I guess I'll come. I don't know, but sure.
I wasn't cool with Josh for a long ass time.
Oh,
we
you're-
did not like
you and
mix friends at all. Well, no, he kicked it with Lynn, but Lynn always had I always had respect for Lynn. Lynn always respected me and like my little brother, but like me and Josh weren't cool for hella long, so it's not a surprise he didn't like let anybody
Just hang out
in
with
his
his
circle
brothers.
know like I got brothers because he's
Yeah,
like
I-
really different from us growing up.
Yeah, the only thing I knew he had a younger brother. I didn't know there was one in between.
Wait,
Yeah,
does your younger brother have a J in his name as well?
yeah.
Damn, that's awesome.
And
It's
the two brothers shared the same birthday.
Oh,
except
wow.
for him.
Yeah, they
They let you
share the
out on
same
that.
birthday 6 years apart, on September 11th.
Your parents planned that, dude.
I don't give a fuck. They had to share presents and like birthdays their
Oh,
whole
yeah.
life.
There's a funny story where it was their birthday and we were there, and then everyone was noticing how he's the shortest one, and the two other are tall. Joe kept telling everybody why, and do you want to know the reason why?
Tell me the reason why.
He goes, dude, the only reason why I'm shorter than everybody in my family is because I was the only one that didn't get breastfed. He got breastfed. He got breastfed. And I was like,
man.
damn.
Yeah, I can't believe you remember that. Yeah.
Not a lot of people tell me they're not breastfed, so
I wasn't
Well,
breastfed.
my mom told me that, and I was surprised. I was like, "What the fuck?"
you start realizing the world just start collapsing on
Yeah,
you.
hell
Like,
yeah, dude. Dude, I was premature by like 2 months. So my mom said when I was born, she could hold me in her hand, like that. Like I was like a hamster, dude. I was
Oh,
like that
shit.
big. They had to put me in an incubator just to keep me alive or to let me develop more before I can go home. And then of all the people, I didn't get breastfed. I probably needed it the most.
Yeah,
It's funny.
But you were in a time capsule
Yeah,
for 2
pretty
months.
much, man.
he was like Goku. You know,
Oh,
when he
you were in a
flies down on
hyperbolic
the-
time chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
the
like-
hyperbolic time chamber for a little bit, dude.
Wait, for
Like-
2 months though, for real? Until
Until like a little bit, almost 2 months.
Okay,
Until I
wow.
was like big enough and grown enough to go home. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like a fucking rat, dude.
like a hamster.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's good.
And so, but yeah, I was just like, my mom told me that I was just tripping.
He threw he flipped everything over in his
Started-
house. Like, what the
I started doing research on how important it was for a baby to get breastfed. And
It's really
like,
important.
apparently it's super important, right? That's like,
Because you get the most nutrients.
yeah, exactly. And I didn't get none of that shit, not a drop of that shit.
Yeah, I just remember, we were in a restaurant too, and he's like, "You know why the fuck I'm the shortest one?
Why the fuck
Because
are we
I
doing-
didn't get breastfed. He got breastfed. He got breastfed."
fuck.
And I was like, "Damn."
Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably one of the stories I always remember about Joe.
that's hella funny.
Damn.
Now everybody else knows on the podcast.
All right,
Everyone's
new
gonna know now.
moms
I'm about to
for
share
your
this shit on
taller
mine.
kids.
Yeah.
Taller kids, breastfeed them.
Yeah,
breastfeed them.
You know, I don't know if it's genetics. They might be lying to you. Maybe you didn't get breastfed.
I did
either.
it. No, I didn't because
did it?
I was born. I was sick.
Oh, were
I
you?
had I had jaundice, and my mom was sick at the time when she had me, so I was sick too when I was born. And then
You had a what?
jaundice. My
What the
skin
fuck
was
you
yellow.
call me?
My skin was yellow, bro.
Oh, damn.
I'm not this beautiful caramel chocolate that you see me right now.
You was me. We was the same.
Nah, I was probably like this milk tea right here.
That's yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like that. It's
Yeah.
a disease. It's very common, okay? It's a very sensitive topic. But yeah, I wasn't breastfed. Because yeah, I had to chill in a hyperbolic time chamber like Joe here
Oh,
for a little
nice.
bit.
What?
Yeah.
That's tight. You're the only other person I know.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, now you guys are brothers.
You guys are there.
Any notable like projects you're working on right now?
I got like 3 projects I'm working on. I'm working on a Kingdom Hearts one.
Okay.
So all the stuff I work on is like tailored towards like nerdy ass people, you know, because I'm one of them. But I hid it for such a long time.
Oh,
because
you hid
I
the
didn't-
weeb inside you?
It wasn't really like, I guess I don't know if I would say if I was hiding it, but I just didn't put it out there. Like it was just something that I went home to without like, because all the people I kicked it with weren't into that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like doing some like hot boy shit back then, and like, but I always grew up on like JRPG video games and like anime and cartoons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just like through the Marines is what really made it come out. Because
how long were you in the Marines for?
For 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, and so so before the Marines, I was just like a bad little fucking hoodlum ass, going around getting in trouble and shit. And then I joined the Marines, and that's where I started meeting all these people who are super into anime. I did not even realize, like, so we went on a deployment. And we, like, a lot of us will fill our hard drive, like external hard drives up with like movies and shit, so we can exchange it with all the other Marines, just in case we run out of like shit to watch. Like, hey, you can take my hard drive.
Is there like
let
porn
me
on
grab
there
you.
too?
There's hella porn on there. That's probably one of the bigger reasons why people trade hard drives.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was just trying to get movies. And so
You imagine
porn.
you imagine Joe like in he's like out on deployment and shit, and then they're like, yo, I got this porn. Joe's like, yo, you got porn, but where the fuck is Dragon Ball Z at? Let me get that.
Oh man, I've seen, like, you know, I've traded my hard drive. My hard drive had porn on it too, and I traded it with somebody else, and I saw what they got. I was like, oh my goodness, man, you got a crazy ass taste in the shit you be watching. I don't want none of that, man.
Oh fuck.
How much tentacle porn?
No, it wasn't even that, man. It was more like, you know, BBWs and really big people. I was like, what?
Taste is taste, I guess.
Taste is taste, man.
Marines are crazy, man. Those
Yeah.
That was
are
good
like-
though.
But yeah, but then I started to see like folders in there of like anime folders, and I'm like getting these hard drives from like people I would never think that would watch that shit, you know? And I'm like, fuck, I might just grab all this shit. And I wasn't even really into anime like that before. But then on deployment, there was nothing to watch. I ended up watching a fuck ton of anime on deployment, and I got hella into it.
So you like pre Marines, like you weren't into. You were like, you watched anime, but it wasn't like.
I was aware of it. I mean, the
Yeah.
only anime I ever watched before that was like when I was growing up. I watched Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all this shit you would see on
like on regular TV.
yeah, like Cartoon Network or WB. But that's all I knew.
Like Dragon Ball Z and
Yeah.
like all the
like
basics,
Jackie Chan
like
Adventures
very
and all that, yeah.
Zoids and
Zoids! Holy
Is
fuck.
Boondocks
Zoids was
considered
the
anime?
they consider it an anime. I think they say it's like an honorable anime. Or
Yeah,
something
they have
that.
like Naruto Naruto fight styles.
Yeah.
honorable
You know what I'm
manner
saying?
anime.
They always reference like a whole bunch of kung fu stuff.
honorary. I mean,
Honorary.
an honorary anime.
Like where the dad or where the grandpa fights that blind dude.
Oh,
Where he fights the Stinkmeister. What is his name?
I don't know his name,
The blind
but
guy.
he got his ass beat though because he hit his sight stick, and then the blind dude beat his ass.
Like,
I haven't even seen Boondocks. I gotta watch that.
What?
You ever watched
Boondocks is
Boondocks?
sick,
I didn't even
dude.
watch that, man. I still gotta watch it.
Dude.
Dude, I got a watch list that's so big that I'm probably never gonna finish it.
So what's in your rotation right now?
My hero.
Right now, My Hero for
Oh
sure.
fuck yeah!
Dude, I still need to watch this weekend's episode. I'm watching Fire Force.
Well, I heard about that one. That's like
Fire
the,
Force
thing.
is the shit. I can't really, like, you know, a lot of anime watchers, they're able to juggle like 10 fucking animes at a time. You know, they watch hella fucking shows, but I can only juggle like 2 or 3.
Mine is like 4. I have like a solid 4 right now.
Yeah,
I have like My Hero. I have bounce around to like Boruto and like Naruto. I watch like Hunter x Hunter, and then the other one is fucking what is that shit called?
Pokemans.
No, not Pokemans.
Pokemon.
No. The one on Netflix, fucking 7 Deadly Sins.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
what I watched like 2 episodes of that. And that shit
That one's
was
good. It
pretty
gets
funny.
it gets better as you watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching like I was watching a bunch of them, but I finished a bunch of them too. Like Demon Slayer.
Oh, Demon Slayer! I'll tell you. I
Dude,
forgot about
that
one, too.
shit's the one. But yeah,
That's
like,
the
I
one.
only watched like 2 or 3 at a time. I've been watching like some like I try to not watch only shonen like fighting shit. I try to watch like other things. Oh, I just watched Weathering with You, the movie. That shit was tight. Yeah, I try to mix it up and not just try to watch like action shonen type of anime and stuff.
You should watch Boondocks.
I'm gonna add that to the list.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you haven't watched Boondocks.
Dude, I never used to watch a lot of TV in general.
Yeah, because Boondocks, they reference a lot of hip hop and a lot of like karate and
Yeah,
fucking nuts.
a lot of the shit that was on Adult Swim when I was growing up, I never even went on that channel. thought that channel was weird just because I didn't get what kind of shit was going on it.
Oh yeah.
You know, it wasn't just anime on there. There was like weird ass shows on there, and you only see them like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
Rick
didn't.
and Morty.
Yeah, I didn't watch TV in general. I only watched I really only stick to like movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you guys noticed that like anime in general just popped off? Like everybody wants to know. Everybody wants people to know that they watch anime now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, it's the
I think
shit.
I think it's like because I mean in the past, like, you know, when we were younger, like a lot of people was like bullied over that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like, you know, like you liking Dragon Ball Z, or you know you doing something to reference that was like you were labeled like uncool or some shit.
Yeah, like
you
a
know?
nerd.
Yeah, like a nerd. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but like now social media is here. You know, social media it lets anybody love whatever they want, and it allows other people who are into the same shit to see that and like create a community, and that shit just exploded. You
Yeah,
know?
and then-
especially like all these people like King Vader. That fool blew this shit up too, just by like making all the videos he makes.
And what's his name?
Dude, like Supreme Dream.
Yeah, RDC
Oh
World
yeah,
1.
I
Yeah.
fucking love RDC World,
Yeah.
man. They're
Yeah.
hella funny, and he doesn't even just make skits on anime. He does a variety of shit. Like,
His
it's-
best one is when he's watching anime and then like every single one of his friends comes in and each one says,
Oh yeah, yeah.
he goes, oh, these
Wait,
dudes
he's
is
at Caleb City, right?
RDC World 1.
Caleb City is funny as fuck too.
Yeah. RDC World 1 is the Supreme Dream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The J. Cole dude.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah, J. Cole. Yeah, yeah,
Jermaine.
yeah.
Cole.
He's like, man, quit playing.
He'll start gambling again.
He's like, I don't even know why I'm hanging out like this. It's not even me.
Or like when he does like the locker room shit, like after like you know,
after
a game, that shit's hella funny. Dude.
Wait, it's fun. It's only funny when he's LeBron though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's only funny when he does LeBron.
good
Yeah, I
there?
actually want to like meet him.
But I'm trying to put like the face to this.
He's the
show him a face. I'm sure he
Wait,
knows.
is this the guy that
This
did
guy
that
right here.
skit where it's like you can't get into the club, you can make hella excuses?
Yeah.
That was one of the newer ones he just put out.
He was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
you
one,
can't
man.
come because you wear sneakers. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
I got some dress shoes.
And then he said haircut, and then the guy at the barber.
Pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
He's
one.
like, you black. You can't come in.
Oh, that was the reason.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay, why did you?
He's like, why did you say that? Then?
But he got really famous from the J. Cole one.
Yeah.
J. Cole was funny though. That
I don't
was
even know
nuts.
why I listen to this song. 21. I don't even like 21 Savage.
I don't even know what the fuck.
Wait, is he the one that made that 21 Savage Obama video?
I don't know. I don't think
Or was
that was
that
him.
King Vader?
I don't think that was King Vader either. Not
King
sure.
Vader's the one that's like always doing the Naruto ones, right? And they're like doing the dances in the
Yeah,
group
so
and
he
shit.
did. He did. All of his stuff is like Hood Naruto,
Oh yeah.
Hood
Yeah,
My
yeah,
Hero
yeah.
Academia,
Yeah,
Hood
okay.
whatever.
Oh, RDC World 1 did the Hood Avatar too.
Oh, that one was tight.
Yeah, the
I like
Hood
that
Avatar
one.
was tight.
That one was good. I like
Yeah.
that one. But yeah, so I mean that's what I feel like is really blowing up anime now, and especially because like the content from it, like there's so much anime, right? There's so much anime out there that even if you wanted to watch every single thing that's ever been created, you probably wouldn't be able to do that in your life.
Dude.
There's so much shit, you would never be able to get through all of it.
Mhm.
And it's like, yeah, people want people to like. I think people have been wanting others to get on that shit, but they were just so afraid to like, you know,
Yeah,
tell
now-
people.
Now
that
they got an
were-
army. They got an army
Yeah,
of
they
people
got
who
a
watch
whole-
anime.
Yeah, they got people that look like them, whoever they may be, that that back them and they feel comfortable with that. That's what's up.
Yeah, but with that, you mentioned that you watched King Vader. You also did a video for him too, as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
How did that come
the
up?
first video I saw King Vader wasn't even an anime video. It was that dropping a bomb off to ISIS. You ever see that one? Where,
This
like,
one sounds super familiar.
it was just like a video of a bunch of like ISIS people. They get like a package and they open the box.
It's
and,
when they're in the field,
and
right?
it says "Look up."
Yeah,
They
yeah.
Look up. And
Oh,
there's a
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
bomb
yeah,
ends up,
yeah.
And they start dancing and shit.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was funny as hell because I was in the military. I was in the Marines and like, we all hate ISIS, especially Marines.
Mm-hmm.
We hate ISIS, and like that, and like memes are just crazy. How like the internet can do something, like create memes so fast, and like they're so relevant and they're funny, and it gets people like on the topic and stuff. And then I just remember seeing that video, and I thought that shit was the funniest shit. And I started clicking through all his videos, and then I remember he posted something on his Instagram story saying, oh, he was in San Jose. And he said in the caption, it was like, I'm back home, ... I was like, what the fuck?
He's from here?
This fool's from San Jose?
Is he really?
Uh-huh.
And so I DM'd him. I was like, what the fuck, bro? You're from San Jose? And he was like pretty big already. I think he was like close to 1 million. Maybe like he already had 1 million followers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I fucking do that sometimes where I'll just like message like some big people just to see what happens. I mean, I usually expect people not to message me back. But he messaged me back.
Oh, so you shot your shot.
Yeah.
Dang, Kobe.
I was just telling him, I was like, dude, if you're from fucking San Jose, bro, let me know if you ever need a videographer. Like, I'll fucking come and shoot whenever you want. And then he's like, oh, for sure. I'm only here for a little bit. But if I ever do, like, he's like, what kind of gear you got? I was like, oh, shit. I started listing out all the shit I got. And then I was like, yeah, if you ever need a videographer, like, I'll for sure let you know if I ever come back to the Bay. I think 2 years after that, or maybe a year after that. And no, 2 years afterwards, I went to Anime Expo, which was the one last year. He had a little meet and greet, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to stay for the meet and greet. But I had my camera because I vlog and try to make cinematic videos of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like actually going up to meet him and shaking his hand, I was just shooting from the side, watching everybody else go up to him and shake his hand. And I was just like chilling with the camera. And then he was like, "Oh, I want to get all the fans together and we'll make a video right now." And he starts turning around like, "Who can record this?" And he sees me with my big ass rig. Everybody got like a little, like, you know, they got their little cameras out or their phones out. And he just spots my big ass rig. And he saw me following him around with it for a minute. He's like, "Can you shoot it?" I was like, "Oh, bro." Put my shit down and drop my backpack. Let's fucking do this shit. And I didn't even know what the fuck I was going to do. I didn't know what he was going to do. I was just going to get it on video. It came out pretty dope, and then I edited it, and that was when I started putting special effects. So I used to do special effects when I was like in high school, and I completely stopped doing that shit until last year.
Okay.
And then I just saw an opportunity to actually start using special effects again. And if you watch that videos, they're kind of like trash, but like I feel like I've progressed a lot since that one time up until now. And so now I'm doing this shit for all my videos. That was just
so for that thing with King Vader, like that was just like being in the right place at the right time then.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it was all by chance.
And now it's just like I should just like give him credit for like getting me back onto special effects, because ever since that video I've been just doing that consistently, and it's actually fun. Like, you know, you make YouTube videos. You ever feel like when you're making your videos, like sometimes you're kind of forcing it? Have you ever felt that way?
Probably about like 30% of the videos.
Yeah, like you sometimes it's like you just want to put something out because you want to be consistent, because that's like one of the main advice that these bigger YouTubers, if you look up advice on how to like on making YouTube videos, that's probably going to be the biggest thing, is like consistency.
Yep.
And then you get pissed off when you like get consistent and then you miss one day of like that consistency, and it pisses you off. And so you start putting out forced content.
Which
like
suck.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. It sucks, dude. It's just like, and you upload it and never look back. You know, you never you don't click on
just
it.
To have it.
Yeah, just don't click that shit, and then you go back and click it. It's like, ah, fuck, that shit is so cringy. Like, you don't even want to watch it.
That's how this podcast is too. Sometimes like we get so lost in like just trying to get shit out.
Yeah,
that, like the content is not that good. Like,
yeah, and so like, that's how I was before. I was just vlogging all the time, and just like, you know, nobody gives a fuck about vlogging. Nobody cares about you so much that they care to watch what you're doing in your life, you know, unless you're like super big already. And people say vlogging is like the biggest, like that's like the one way to not grow, you know.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're like doing it without an audience already. You should start doing that later on. But yeah, that's all I did. I was just vlogging, just making dumbass content, and it wasn't even cool. Nobody was watching that shit.
Your vlogs were good. I watched them.
Yeah, because you know the people that were in it.
Yeah.
But for people outside that group, or like people who don't even know me, they're watching like, what the fuck is this?
You know, you had
why
this
the
one
fuck
thing.
does he go to McDonald's? Like, what the fuck?
No, you had this one thing that you did that was hella funny. Every time you had a new person in, you would do like character unlock. I thought that was the funniest shit ever.
Well, yeah, so that was like one. So I mean, like the more you make videos, the more you start to learn how to edit better and like add different things. And so I was just trying to add something like that I can like consistently use in all my videos. But I mean, that shit died out. I ended up going through my YouTube and deleting hell. I should have never deleted them, because I know a lot of like big people on YouTube, like, they keep everything, right?
Yeah.
But I just, like, I don't know. I got OCD. And when I look at all this shit that's on there, that it's meaningless content. There's no, like, there's no intention at all in any of these videos. It was just forced content. I just deleted all that shit.
You should have kept it.
It just looks like clutter, you know? I just didn't like
it was just like hell, like left field, right field. Like it was just
it was just like nothing was
like nothing flew together. Like it didn't flow together.
Yeah, but like I feel like after doing that video with King Vader, I found my flow. Like I know what I want to make now, and I know what people want to see.
Yeah.
And it's like that's all I want to stick to now. And it's just like you stick to your one niche thing, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how. Like if you're just all over, you can't do everything. Even Gary Vee says that shit. You can't do everything.
Yeah.
You have to focus on one thing that you're good at. He says, like you have to audit yourself. What are the things you're good at, and admit to yourself the things you're not good at, and fucking stop pursuing that shit, dude. Know what you're good at and capitalize on that. Put all your fucking money on that, but don't like try to do everything. Mm-hmm. And so, I've been
because you were like
doing everything.
Yeah, you were doing everything. Like he was like making beats.
Weren't you playing piano?
Yeah. Well, see, that's something I still want to do. That's like something I've always loved.
Well, that's something that's a good thing about, like, something to admire about that too is like you're not afraid to, just fucking do it, and if you don't like it, fuck it, and then you go balls to the wall each time. Yeah.
I mean, like, to be honest about that whole situation, the reason why I started doing hella random shit, like I started picking up all these hobbies and shit, because I was like
just trying to find your way.
Well, not just that, but like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I was like in deep fucking depression because of like my ex a long ass time ago. She cheated on me. That shit fucked me up, dude. That shit sent me downhill. The only way to get out of that is by finding things to keep you occupied, get you out of your fucking mind. Because like, what is that saying? An idle mind is the devil's playground, right? If you're just like sitting around not doing shit, you're gonna start fucking like, your mind's just gonna go into a place where it shouldn't be. So I started picking up all these different like hobbies. I was just trying to find shit to do, and
you can talk to me, man. Whatever you want.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
That's a good thing. When you said that, I was like, holy fuck. Because there's times where like you're just idle and you're just sitting there and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why am I even thinking about this right now?
If you're too much into your own head, you'll start like resorting to like I started doing hella drugs. Like I was just like, and it was bad. It got super bad, and. Like, so I started just trying to find my way out of a hole. I just started picking up all these hobbies. Like, one thing I did, I was like, it's so funny. There's a bunch of things that I've always had small interests in. Or not small interests, but I had interest in. And one of them was, like, Kung Fu, right? And
what the fuck?
Especially after watching Ip Man. I was just like, man.
Yeah, that's like
just, like, seeing, like Wing Chun and how it all works. And, like, because I had somebody in the Marines who was showing me some shit. I'm like, go ahead and try to punch me. And I just did like a weak ass punch, like, no, try to fucking punch me. And this guy's like a black belt, like a double black belt, in like two different martial arts, and like he did Wing Chun, he was a black belt in that. And I knew that's what Ip Man did, that's the shit that Bruce Lee was taught. And he was just like, go ahead and hit me.
Wait, like in his face?
He just said, punch me. And
where'd you punch him?
I was just aiming for his chest, and so I like threw a punch, and he's like, no, like really try to hit me. I was like, all right, motherfucker, I'm about to go right now, dude. I just started fucking throwing. Like, I was just trying to throw hands as fast as I could, just as many punches as I can. This fool was just moving them out of the way. It was crazy.
Oh, he was
moving. He was taking my momentum and using it against me, and just like directing my flow of energy away from him, just like fucking water, dude. Just I'm just throwing punches. I'm like, what the fuck? And that shit got me so interested to learn that shit, and I just never had the balls to just actually go and sign up and like try it. But then after that whole situation, I was like, I'm gonna just start fucking doing everything. And this was during my deployment. Like, our sergeant major was like, just use this time to like do something that when you come home, you're better than you were before, like when you left. I'm like, fuck, what can I do?
I'm gonna go fucking learn karate. That's what the fuck I think. I'm a black belt tomorrow.
Yeah, and so I picked up Kung Fu. I started doing that.
Kung Fu.
I started doing piano lessons.
Those are two polar opposites right there.
Yeah, and then I was just like making like beats. I've always made beats, and then I've always made videos, and so those were like hella things that I was juggling. And
because when you were doing those things, I was like, I remember thinking to myself, I was like, dude, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, he's doing fucking everything, like with no explanation. I'm like, is like, what the fuck? Like, who does all this like
Actually,
at one time, and then now it makes sense.
It was your vlogs that I kept up with your life, like
you were watching that shit?
Yeah, I was watching the shit.
Oh yeah, I watch everything that anybody I know makes.
Because you were doing like you did like a road trip, and then all of a sudden you're learning piano. Like, one thing you're driving down to like an anime show, the next thing is like,
I got piano recital.
Piano.
Yeah. So I mean, like, see, that was another thing. I was making videos, and I was just trying to find some kind of content to put up, man. And I was just like, man, what will we like? I was just trying to put anything I was doing on video, and that was a lot of forced shit on there, and I was just like, I don't like it no more.
You were also doing like weddings and stuff too, weren't you? Like recording.
Oh, fuck weddings, dude. I mean, yeah. So I feel like I was doing a lot of video stuff, and like shooting like people's graduations, people I knew, and they ended up turning out really, really good. And so people would see them on Instagram and then start asking me if I would do a wedding. And then I think it was Lynn's cousin who let us do his wedding. Like, we gave us our first gig, and it was tight. It was like, oh man, I'm about to make money, like doing something I love doing, and like making videos. And then after doing like 2 or 3, I was like, fuck this.
Oh, really?
And it's just like, I feel like anything that you have a passion for, once you turn it into something that is like a job, it's not fun anymore. It takes all the fun out of it. Now you have deadlines. You have to like meet the expectations of like the people who are paying you.
And then try to juggle your own shit at the same time.
Yeah. And so like right now I'm working on the last wedding I'll ever do in my life.
Yo, I'm getting married in like a couple years, bro.
Yeah.
For real, though.
You know how many weddings I've been to, and I didn't even get to like party and shit. I'm just like, especially because I did a lot of favors for people I know. So I go to these weddings, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm working the whole damn time. Everyone's getting fucked up, man. I'm done. No more.
I'm done. No more. Yeah, don't try to add him. He's not gonna do your wedding, guys.
Yeah, I'm not doing no more weddings. I'm done.
Just do like a basic capture of the entire scene. Just be like, all right, just like this, like how you have the tripod. Just I'm gonna set it up here. Don't knock it down. I'm gonna get fucked up.
You know what's the worst thing someone's told me? It's like, oh my god, well, can you do our wedding? We don't have a lot, but we can feed you. I was like, oh, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Go feed my goddamn self.
Yeah. Because I was asking them, or it was through another friend. And he was asking me, how much do you want to charge them? And I was like, I don't know. Ask them what their budget is. And then so he asked them, and then he comes back to me like, dude, they said they'd feed you. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Do you take? What is it? What was
you
it?
take fried rice and
No, what's that commercial?
What?
Can I pay you in gum?
Yeah. Tried it.
Yeah, I think you tried it.
Hey, the dude was happy as fuck though when he was outside working for cum.
Yeah, I'm not doing no more weddings, man.
Yeah. So were you always like really into like videography and stuff?
Yeah, I was making videos when I was like hella young. My dad gave me a camcorder. You know the ones that use the big ass tape?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd go around my neighborhood and shoot dumbass like.
So it's been from like.
Wait, hold on. You cut him off. You go through your neighborhood and shoot what?
I shoot dumbass videos, man.
Like
just like some,
he's in the neighbor's windows and shit. Like yeah, man.
No, I mean like I used to watch Jackass.
That's what I was about to ask.
And then we just go running around and do like stupid. I mean, nothing crazy enough to compare to Jackass, but it was just like I was a little ass kid just like doing dumb shit, and I had fun. I had fun editing on Windows Movie Maker. You ever see that? Remember that thing?
Yeah.
Just like messing with the effects on there, and I learned how to edit through that, and then I started taking video production classes in school, and I remember I started going around with Josh and Lynn. They went to like drifting events, and that's when I brought my first little camcorder, and I was like shooting that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then I kind of just got off all that during high school because I started like slanging and like hanging out with like people on the streets and shit. I just never touched cameras no more, and I was making music too, and so I went straight from video into like music and audio and sound engineering. But yeah, that didn't work out.
What are you talking about? You're like the biggest rapper on SoundCloud. I heard your stuff.
Don't tell anybody that.
I think I heard one song from you.
Yeah, man. Josh used to play it in his car
all the time.
All
the time.
So proud of it.
That
like,
one, right?
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, there was one. It was a good song.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, like, yeah, I guess it was all right.
It was like Dylan. Let's be hot fire.
What's the top 5 rappers in the world? Dylan, and Joe Cruz.
Yeah, I still have my beats on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, we seen them.
like lo-fi beats and stuff.
So I saw your recent project with the lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
That shit looks complicated as fuck.
Are you trying to build one?
No, it was like doing like a Star Wars skit, like my own little Star Wars skit. But like the special effects for lightsabers are the hardest because it's frame by frame. So every frame you have to animate that lightsaber, to follow where the lightsaber is going.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine like a lightsaber fight, like an actual lightsaber battle. That shit would take hell long to edit.
So how long?
Just the movement of this probably takes a minute.
A lot of the videos that I put on Instagram, like even the 4-second clips, take me like 2 days to edit.
What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like,
there's probably a faster way to do it. I just probably haven't learned it yet, or I just haven't found the flow yet. But I mean, like layering on the effects, it fucking takes forever. But it ends up becoming worth it at the end. Like that's the one thing I found that I don't mind doing. Like there's other shit that I want the outcome like right away, but I'm not willing to put in the work to get it. But like for special effects, dude, the outcome's always worth it. Like those Super Saiyan videos, like people like going Super Saiyan, when you like really take your time on like making those special effects, it looks dope as fuck. And I don't care how long it takes to make it, because I know in the end it's gonna look fucking clean and people are gonna like it. So.
You have a little Instagram TV thing going on called the House of Ducks. How did that all start?
I just have a bunch of, like, two of my roommates. I don't know. I'm always thinking of ways to make content out of anything. Mm-hmm. And it's just like the interactions, be like living. Like I watch a lot of Twitch. Like I watch streamers and shit. And one of the big streaming groups that I watch is called Offline TV. Mm-hmm. And it's like a group of people that all live in the same house, and they just all make content together. I mean, like I'm pretty sure you guys might know some of you know Pokimane is?
Yeah. She's
in that house. Lily Pichu, like a bunch of people who are like really big streamers are all live in that same house together. And I watch all their shit because it's like funny seeing how people interact with each other and make content out of it. And so it's like this is like a perfect opportunity. I live with two other people. I should just like record shit, like the interactions we have, and like. So I just started doing that, but it's just too much work for me right now.
Oh, yeah.
Are any of you guys doctors?
Yeah. It's a fucking house of docs, man.
House of docs, man.
Yeah, that's just funny as fuck.
We're house of learning doctors.
Yeah, if you ever have the chance, go check out the House of Docs, because that shit is mad funny. Especially when they play Madden.
Oh, man, I talk so much shit, and then they started beating me. I can't play with them no more. They got good out of nowhere.
They were like, man, fuck Joe. Keeps beating me. And they're over here practicing while you're at work, probably.
Exactly. That's exactly what they were doing. Because I work at night and I'm never home. So.
And they know they're finna record when you guys play, so they ain't trying to look like suckers.
Yeah. Suckers. I remember the video of you guys trying to fit your TV into that little like TV slot.
Oh, yeah. It's like a glove,
precise,
man.
Yeah.
Like a glove.
Like a fucking glove. That shit is perfect.
And then you guys turn your roommates, I think Tyler's room, into like a rave room or something.
He put like lights, like a LED light strip on the top of his, like near his roof or like the ceiling. And then he called us in and he was like, dude, this shit reacts to sound. Like,
he didn't know that?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, that shit? And then we were clapping and making noise and he was like, bruh, just imagine when I'm beating cheeks in here. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Like, you see the bottom of his door,
just
and
lights
it's like,
flashing.
Lights flashing, and there's a sock on the doorknob.
Oh, you're gonna hear the clapping too. Like, come on, man.
Not again.
No, you made a video. You're like this. Zooming. That shit was tight.
Yeah,
that's that.
And then you got that big ass TV just now. Like it's because of this Instagram that I know how your whole shit is.
I be posting too much. You know, my coworkers were telling me like, bruh, if you want to know what fucking Joe's doing, just go on his Instagram. He has a fucking timestamp on everything he's doing during the day. You know exactly what he was doing all day. So.
Yeah, the other guy. What's the other guy's name? I forgot his name.
Jordan?
Yeah, he's funny as fuck. Like
he's a pastor, man.
Yeah, it's
he's
funny.
Like
it's funny because when people leave your guys' house, he'll yell at them some motivational ass shit, and you're like, "Wait, hold on, stop yelling." But thank you.
Yeah,
yeah, he's funny as fuck.
I mean, that's cool though. Like having like I never experienced shit like that. And then I remember just leaving to work one day, and he's like, "Hey man, you're about to have a good ass fucking day today."
Like hella matter of fact. Like I know you're about to have a good ass day.
All right. He's like, "Let me find out you don't have a good day." Let me find out. I was like, "All right, bro. All right, I'm gonna have a good day, man." And he's a boxer too, so he beat my ass, dude. That fool has been boxing his whole life.
A boxing pastor?
Yeah.
I remember there's a video where you guys are like walking around the house and then you're trying to find your roommates or whatever, and then you open the garage door and he's out there beating the shit out of his bag. Like all by himself.
I think you start making more videos of that.
Yeah, you gotta do it, man.
Funny.
It's funny.
You just hoping. I just want to get my list, my little queue of things to do down first, because I got a wedding I still have to edit. Got a bunch of baptism videos I have to edit from church. I have 3 projects that I'm working on, like Star Wars one, Kingdom Hearts one, and I'm working on like an anime opening scene with my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. So those are the 3 main projects I got. But then I know I'm going to add more to that because I'm about to start hitting up all the conventions this year, and I know there's going to be like big people there. I'm planning on like making cards. So one of my big plans is to go to Crunchyroll, or not Crunchyroll Expo, like Anime Expo. And like I feel like people, because of my Instagram, already are aware of me being like the guy with the camera walking around the convention. Mm-hmm. And so this time, and because they know that I do special effects based off like the shit I post on Instagram, I'm going to bring a green screen with me. Like a portable green screen.
You should you should just have one where it's like a backpack.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, so I have a friend who's going to come with me, and we're trying to figure out a way to rig up a backpack that can carry a green screen, and you can just deploy that shit anywhere at the convention. And I'm just like have random cosplayers walk in front of it. Like, dude, because you know, what I learned at these conventions, these cosplayers, this is something they prepare for like the whole year coming up to the convention, you know? Mm-hmm. This is like the shit they live for. And so like I've never been around people where they were so comfortable in front of cameras. They know their poses. They know exactly what they're going to do when someone asks them if they can take a picture. They're just ready for that shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I remember walking around and just asking, "Hey, can I take a video of you or whatever?" And then they would be instantly in there, like whatever.
In character?
In character and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bring a green screen and then have people stand in front of me. I don't even really need a green screen. I'm just going to record people doing their shit, and based off whatever character they are and whatever power they have, I'm just going to animate it. Dude, and then I'm going to tag them in it, and then they can share it. And like all these different videos that I put out or that I make of people are going to, I'm going to send it to them. They'll share it and they'll tag me, and then hopefully, you know, shit just branches out like that.
Dude, you know how you're doing special effects and stuff?
Yeah.
If you do this, you know you're gonna have unlimited content, right? You're gonna have characters locked away in your SD card or in your hard drive. You can have a fucking Chun-Li and a motherfucking like I don't know, Golem or something.
06 Chun-Li. It's like, damn, we already in 2026, right?
Yeah, you're about to have files of characters that you can just fucking load them.
I think that's the other thing about anime right now is why it's so blown up, is because there's unlimited content you can make out of it.
Yeah,
And it's like you see it all over social media now. It's like a mainstream ass thing to see like TikToks or Instagram videos or like skits on anime shit, you know? And everyone's like starting to catch on to it. Like I'm not even saying like claiming that I've been an anime watcher like my whole life. I haven't been into that shit for so long. Not like the people who've been bullied over it and like, you know, made fun of growing up watching that shit. I was never even, you know, I didn't experience any of that. I only got into it because of the Marines. Mm-hmm. But like now I'm starting to really notice even more of how many other people are hopping into it. I mean, I'm not hating on them. I'm out here fucking promoting them. Like, you guys should go watch this. Like, I feel bad for the people who don't watch it because there's so much shit out there that, you know, you're never going to be able to experience like this type of fucking content that, you know, there's some deep shit in anime. It's not just like all titties and fucking violence, you know. There's some like really deep shows that, or like movies that, you know, live action movies can't imitate. That's why you see a lot of the live action remakes of fucking anime flop so bad, because it's just, you can't do the same shit in a live action.
Yeah, i.e.
Avatar
Last Airbender.
That one
is
the
fucking
Note.
worst.
Fucking Shamalama Ding Dong.
Hold up, I'm gonna pause this real quick because I need to take a piss. All right.
Android's not that bad.
All right, we just had this conversation about how we hate group chats that have the one Android user.
Yeah. There's green bubbles. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them shits.
Brian being the only Android user in this room.
Oh, you have an Android?
Yeah, right here, look at
he's
this
one of the
shit.
degenerates.
That shit's
Yeah,
nice. You see that
you
shit nice.
freaking.
All right, well, I'm leaving.
All right, I'm out.
All right, then.
All right, I'm out.
Dude, there was this one thing that Joe used to. It's as of recent you were posting on your Instagram stories. It's where you walk in front of the door and you go, "Hey guys, oh, couple big gulps."
Yeah, man, you guys watch Dumb and Dumber?
And then I had to look it up where it came from because I was like, "This is familiar," and it's from fucking Dumb and Dumber. It's Jim Carrey coming out of the
hey guys, couple big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. I read. I think there. I forgot where I saw it from, but apparently that scene. Those were two really random dudes. They weren't really part of the fucking movie at all. Jim Carrey just walked up to him and did that shit and fucking walked away. And they kept it, dude. I fucking love that scene. I use that GIF on everything now.
Brian's go-to GIF is the. Do you watch Arrested Development?
No, it's not.
It's a TV show. It's like a sitcom, and it's the mom. God. The mom's an alcoholic, but she always does this winky face when she drinks, and she goes, "It's just the most exaggerated wink ever." He'll show you.
I can find it. Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta save it in my photos.
It's the funniest thing. And then he'll be like, "Hey Ryan, do you want to go to McDonald's? Are you hungry?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then he'll do the wink face. I'm like, "Bitch."
Oh, you got it.
What the fuck? It's his most used GIF.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Is before the GIF keyboards and all that. So me and my roommate Jordan, the boxing pastor.
The boxing pastor.
We used to talk all the time, right? And like before the GIF keyboards, we would just save screenshots of like. Have you ever been on Twitter and seen like the comments in Twitter? They're just like it's a bunch of pictures, like reaction pictures. Mm-hmm. Before they were GIFs.
Like the Michael Jackson eating popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like and before it was the GIF though. It was just like the pictures. And so like we used to, and it was only me and him that talked like that to each other using all these like saved screenshots and memes. And people thought we were fucking weird for having a whole fucking
conversation
photo library of just memes. There was nothing in there, no pictures, just like screenshots of reaction memes.
Like shit ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Those are the best conversations, though.
Yeah, and then I remember I was like texting girls with these reaction memes. Like they would say something and I would use them because I thought they were funny as hell.
Yeah.
You know, those are like the funniest shit. Like that makes the conversation so much more interesting. And then I just like every girl that I was like messaging like that would be like, "Do you have like a whole like folder full of these?" It's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "That's fucking weird." I was like, "What?
Next.
That's weird.
Canceled."
Like, what the hell? And then now it's just like that shit is like the norm now.
Yeah,
like,
ahead of your time, bro. Yeah, those are the best fucking conversations when you could just go back and forth with gifts. We're in a group chat and we'll just do it. Like someone will talk shit to somebody in our group chat because we have a group chat with like 20 people in it.
Yeah.
And then one person will talk shit, and then once the Michael Jackson gift comes out, it's fucking everybody's in there.
I like the one where the dude's like fucking eating the popcorn and just like moving up and down. There's like hella people around him. That shit was hella funny.
No, but can you guess who in the group chat starts all these crazy ass shits? All these meme wars.
It's Brian.
It's not me.
Oh, who's it?
It's Beaver.
Oh yeah, it's Beaver. Yeah,
Bugatti Beeves.
Bugatti Beeves. Yeah, shout out Bugatti Beeves.
Shout out to Bugatti Beeves.
You ever have Bugatti Beeves on here, man?
No, we need to though.
You should have him drink Hennessy on the mic.
This is my go-to right here. That's my go-to.
Yeah,
right
mine's
there.
the popcorn, the Michael Jackson popcorn. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
Joe, you ready to play a game?
All right.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Nervous as fuck.
Oh man.
So it's a this or that, and it's for us and the listeners to get to know the man behind the beard, Joe Cruz, aka
Joe Cruz.
Joe Cruz, aka how do you say your YouTube name?
Oh, that was the thing that I was thinking about. saying.
I can never spell that shit.
Yeah, so nobody can. So what happened was,
Crisser.
like in the Marines, I had a bunch of like higher ups, like my higher ranking like superiors or whatever.
Wait, did you tell them to sit their $5 ass down?
No, hell no. But they would always like instead of calling me Cruz, because we all call each other by our last name, they'd call me like Cruise Missile. Where's Cruise Missile at? Or Cruiser. They'd call me Cruiser, and that one stuck. Like a lot of Marines started calling me that, and then I was trying to make a YouTube channel, and Cruiser, every possible way to spell it was taken, dude. I was like, unless I added numbers or a bunch of like recurring letters,
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck, how do I make this shit like? How do I make it unique that nobody else has it, but like short and simple? And I was like, oh, a lot of people put an X in their shit to make it silent, It's a silent X. I thought people would pick it up. No, nobody. Nobody ever picks it up.
Yeah, I'd be saying CRXZR.
Exactly. So people started saying that, and I was like, I'm just gonna take that. People could just say it that way.
All right, so it's AKA it's Joe
Crixer.
AKA CRXZR.
Correct.
Yeah.
Let it be known now.
Yeah,
so.
for the gram.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start. It's a rapid fire. This or that.
All right.
I'll start it off. Mobile games or no PC games or console games?
PC games.
PC games.
Damn it.
All right. Winter or summer?
Summer.
Cake or pie?
What kind of pie though?
Pecan pie.
Pico, you classic out here. Let me see here. Horror movie or comedy?
Horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, pancake or waffle?
Ooh,
Dang. Pancakes.
that's funny.
What the fuck, dude? The waffle, the syrup it pulls up in the waffle, bro. It's come on, bro.
Hey, we had this conversation earlier today too at work. It was like, dude, waffles spec. Even Eggos, like Eggos are like the bottom of the barrel waffles, but
Dude,
like
those, you can never go wrong with Eggos, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's what I'm saying though. Like the standard of waffle is so much higher than pancakes.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I really like both of them, man. Damn.
Isn't it basically the same shit though?
Yeah, you just don't have the grooves.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have the sauce pocket.
Yeah,
One's
you don't have
crispy,
the sauce
one's
pocket.
fluffy.
Yeah. But you can have crispy pancakes.
Yeah,
though.
they suck.
Yeah.
Crepes.
All right, go ahead.
Crepes. Yeah.
Go ahead, Shmups.
Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Wow, damn, you're a
Yeah.
psychopath. In the summer?
Oh, not in the summer.
Super salad.
Super salad?
What's a super salad?
I thought you said a super salad.
Super salad.
Probably get the soup.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, I got. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got one or no?
Netflix or YouTube?
Ooh.
YouTube.
Okay. Toilet paper. Over or
Over.
under?
Dude, I just had an experience at my house. I walked into the bathroom and the shit was under. And I gave everyone shit. And I was like, who the fuck did this? Which one of you motherfuckers did this shit?
This shit's banned from the House of Dogs. You
Hey,
can't do that, bro.
can't do
You
that
can't do
shit,
that
dude.
there. That's disrespectful.
Oh God.
All right, last one for me. Iced coffee or hot coffee?
He just said
that.
that, my
Did?
guy.
Fucking paying attention,
You did?
bro. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
I literally just
now
said that.
I gotta edit that
Oh
out.
my
Yeah.
God.
Now you got it.
All right, blue or red?
Blue.
Hamburgers or tacos?
Hamburgers.
That's a grain right there. I would chose tacos.
All right, for the last one, this one's for anybody that's interested in Mr. Joe over here. Most important in a partner, intelligent or funny?
Intelligent.
So,
He
hey,
wants
can,
to-
hey,
he
can
wants
you
to-
add that in? Can you add that in? Like for real this time? Have Joe help you find it. Have Joe help you find it.
So if there's any ladies out there that want to get with this guy,
Yeah, you better be smart as fuck.
yeah, you better get A pluses.
Like a real intellectual in this motherfucking man.
You know what I'm saying? You better be intellectual as fuck and have your toilet paper roll over.
Hold up.
Roll over. We'll finish it there. And we want to thank Joe for being on the podcast. Round of applause for Joe,
Thanks for
aka
having me, man. It's my first time ever being on a podcast.
CRXZR.
Crixer.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make sure. Or do you want to plug yourself before we end the podcast? You know, get your Instagram handles out and stuff.
Oh yeah, so now that everyone knows, it's CRXZR now.
CRXZR.
Officially, that is what it's going to be.
How you spell that?
CRXZR
Yeah, on YouTube,
on YouTube and on Instagram.
Instagram. Give him a follow.
Yeah.
Give us a follow. If you're one of Joe's followers, give us a follow. We need some of those.
As soon as you finish editing, however you do these podcasting, let me know. I'm going to post that shit instantly.
Yeah, we need followers, man. You can follow us at the...
So sad. We need followers, man.
Come on,
I feel like if you keep on going, though, as long as, like, if your intention is not for, like, numbers and it's more of just, like, because it's fun. Like this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, if I had my own group of like friends, like really close friends that would be down to do this shit, I do this shit all the time because this shit is actually fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And as long as you keep doing it and like keeping your mind, I feel like if you keep your mind on why you started it and just doing it that way and just don't even think about followers, numbers, or who's watching or whatever, and just doing it because it's fun, it'll eventually, people are going to catch on eventually. But if you keep focusing on like the numbers, then it's just going to become like, fuck, we're not getting the numbers, man. And then you start like, worrying about that over the actual content. And then you start forcing the content, like I was saying, like I was so worried about YouTube followers for so long that I was just like forcing shit. But yeah, if you just do it for fun and because you love doing it, it's going to happen eventually.
Words of wisdom from
CRXZR.
From CRXZR.
Hopefully it happens for me too, man.
Yeah. So you're on SoundCloud,
YouTube.
Follow us on Instagram at the Invite Podcast.
Holla,
yeah.
Holla.
Yeah.
All right, then.
All right, Schmo, say bye.
All right, then, y'all.
Brian, say bye.
Peace.
Joe, give him a bye.
All right, bye.
All right, then.